Hi, Amit. How are you doing?
Very good, Nutan.
Great.
I was learning
So
how to go live on Facebook, but it
that
worked out.
that's fine. As long as there's a will, there's a way.
Yes.
So great. So friends, finally we have made this connection. We are doing a live streaming on our ND Life Coaching page. And like I mentioned before, this is episode 3 of Transformation series. This is a really different episode that we are going to have today. And we have our guest, Amit Baid, who has been a successful entrepreneur, has 31 offices across the country, is leading a team of 600 people, a very successful person. And I'm really thankful to Amit. Amit, thank you very much for joining us today. I am really happy to have you here because since it is just a few days before Diwali, this episode is really going to make a lot of sense to people who are watching us. So, friends, since I can't see you live, all of you who've joined us live, a very big welcome from me and Amit. Amit, would you like to introduce yourself to the audience? I have, of course, given some
Yes.
lineup. Who are you and what are you doing?
First of all, good evening, everybody. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
And thank you very much, Nutan and Dheeraj, for giving me this opportunity to talk to people and contribute. And I learned this from Dheeraj about contribution. And when you contribute, you feel good about yourself that you're able to contribute something to somebody. And that's the biggest feeling of happiness. In fact,
Right.
I experienced happiness before this. I didn't know what is happiness because, as the episode says, I'm a workaholic person and I find happiness in work. I'm very
Right.
workaholic, and I'll not say I've completely changed. I still find lots of happiness at work. I'm in office right now as well. I come because of lockdown. I come office once a week. That is Tuesday, and I'm in office where I thought there will be lots of colleagues and lots of people of my team who know how to do Facebook live. Because I've never been live on Facebook. A few weeks back, I did Instagram live.
Yes. So we are all
First time.
learning. We are all learning this new media and the way we are doing it. Every for us, all of us, I think it's a new learning. The youngsters are very comfortable. For us, it is a little difficult. So, like I shared with all of you, a friend sees an entrepreneur. So, I would really like to know from you, Amit, when did you this? I mean, really start this journey of being an entrepreneur? How long is this journey?
I started 2003. I became a self-employed professional,
Okay.
and it took me 2 years to become a entrepreneur and start my company, launch my company in 2005.
Yeah.
That is Velocity Organization,
Okay.
and by 3.5 years, it was a very established company in Pune.
Wow.
And then started expanding my business slowly. Eventually,
Right.
my second office was in Hyderabad. Then my third office, I went to Chennai, and now I have 36 companies in 14 different cities.
Wow. Wow. So that means you've really done very well for yourself.
Professionally, yes, amazingly well, and very
Okay.
grateful and happy for myself.
Great. So, would you like to describe from where you started and where you've reached? How was this achievement process for you?
So I was a sales executive, right? I did my MBA in HR, and my first job was in Reliance Industries HR department, in training and development department. But being from a Marwari family, my dad did a job, my uncle did a job, my grandfather did a job. But
Oh,
except that, everybody in my relatives was a business person,
hmm.
and whenever I got all the happiness from my family. But I always saw there was a difference in lifestyle, the way entrepreneurs stay and their kids stay, the houses they have, the luxuries of life they have. And I always used to ask my dad, like, how they are different and
Right.
why. So they were like, oh, they are into business.
Ah,
So I was clear when I was growing up that when I grow up, I want to be a business person because
okay.
a business person probably have a better lifestyle. That's what I saw with all my relatives.
Right. Very
So that
true.
mindset was clear that when I grow up, I want to be an entrepreneur.
Great. And so that is why you were sure that you want to do an MBA and then get into entrepreneurship. So did you really achieve all that
Not straight
lifestyle?
away entrepreneurship.
Yeah. Did you achieve that lifestyle,
Yes.
all what you were dreaming of? How did it really go for you?
Yes, I achieved lifestyle. As I got into self-employment, I was successful straight away, making lots of money from day one, being
Wow.
self-employed, being entrepreneur. I made lots of money. I was spending lots of money because lifestyle was something I really wanted.
Right.
So I always had a great lifestyle, whether spending money on myself and everybody else. So which was wrong. I did. I don't advise to a budding entrepreneurs, but what I spent, whatever I made for first 10 years, I
Hmm.
made a lot. And every time my dad used to tell me, save money, save money. Didn't save any money, spent everything.
Hmm.
Do I repent for it? No, I really lived an amazing life till now.
And I think that was your dream. That is what drove you actually to work so hard.
Absolutely. That was the driving force where I never wanted to think before I spend.
Yeah.
And that was always a big complaint from my parents and my relatives. You
Yeah.
don't spend before, we don't think before you spend so much,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
You shouldn't live that lifestyle, but you can live it, right? If you're earning 100, you should spend 20, 25. You
Hmm.
earn 100 and you spend 100.
Hmm. Okay. So, Amit, today you're leading a team of 600 people. You have trained so many more, much more. The number is much bigger. What would your team people really talk about you as a leader? Who is Amit?
They feel I'm a very versatile person. When I relate to a 20 years person, I relate to a 25 years person, 30, 35, 40, and above me also. Because while running a business, I have to deal with versatile personalities,
Right.
and I'm able to adopt to any kind of person.
Yeah.
So when I meet a 20 years person, I become a bro.
Okay.
Right. When I talk to somebody at 25, 30, and they're looking for a professional and a mentor, and I
Yeah.
become a professional mentor. Because
Wow.
when I talk to a 20 years old chap,
Yeah.
and I'm trying to give him lecture about, sincerity, the person is not interested. He's like, bro, which club we can go to? Where can we have a couple of drinks? Where we
Absolutely
can
right.
chill out? The
Yeah.
talks are very different,
True.
right?
Right.
So
Very
I can
true.
talk to it. So because I recruit people who are 20, who are 24, 25, 30, 35, 40.
Yeah.
So some people see me as a friend, some people see me as a mentor. There are people who see me as fatherly figure as well. So there every person I can connect and they can connect to me. So
Great.
I feel very connected
Very,
always.
very nice. So, Amit, with so much of success and achievements that really happened your way, what made you decide that you wanted to go to a life coach?
Yeah. So professionally, I was very successful, right? And I am, but and I can talk for hours. When I'm sitting with my team, I can enjoy. I'm a fun-loving person. I can talk. But when I went out of my circle, whenever I used to go to some social gathering, personal gathering, I used to become an introvert person. I didn't know what to talk.
Hmm.
I didn't knew what conversation to have. I
Hmm.
used to find myself out of place. I used to get bored, right? So
Hmm.
whenever I didn't have any friends. So
Hmm.
if I meet even an old friend, after 10 minutes of chat, I didn't know what to talk. I'm like,
Hmm.
but if it's a business chat, if it's a person of my office, even I can have personal chat for hours with that person. That person
Right.
will not get bored with me. I will not get bored with the person.
Hmm.
But outside this, I was not able to connect to people.
Hmm.
Right. And I had to force myself. I had to think what to talk. If they
Hmm.
talk about sports, I don't know what sports. Politics, I don't know. I can't talk about politics. Personal life, I can't talk about personal life. Business life, I can talk for hours. So I'm like, there's nothing outside business. I'm nobody outside business. I'm
Yeah.
not a personality also
Hmm.
outside business.
Hmm.
Right. So things were difficult. I'm like, I don't think so. I'm a complete person.
Hmm.
Personal thing, And because of that, like I was not able to connect with my relatives, my dad's friends, right?
Yeah.
I was
Hmm.
not able to connect with my own parents, in fact,
Right.
because their chats were also boring for me. I was not able to connect with my own wife because if she talks about business, I can talk for hours, but if she talks to me anything else except business, I used to get bored.
Right.
So only thing which attracted me and or which interested me was business chat.
Hmm.
So I felt then I'm not a human being. I should go outside.
Right.
So I heard Dheeraj at a session,
Hmm.
and then I met a person who was coached by him, Kishore. And
Yeah.
then after the session, I spoke to Kishore, and Kishore had a different set of situations, not same, but I thought
Yeah.
I should also move out and talk to somebody outside the business to
Ah.
understand, right? Is my life complete, right?
Right.
Even
Right.
I was not sure I'm an extrovert person or I'm an introvert person. I was not able
Hmm.
to decide,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
Am I reserved or I'm an open person?
Right.
I didn't know what is feelings, right?
Right.
I
Right.
never felt like I never went for. I was not interested in going in somebody's marriage. Even festivals, I was not interested in festivals. Also, like Diwali. Okay, Diwali is one more day for me. It's a normal day. I will think about how I can motivate my team to work more on Diwali and make more money. I will change it. Money was not the motivation, but work. Let's work. Why to waste time? Every day is
Right.
a festival day.
Right. Right.
So there was nothing special. Nobody's birthday attracted me. I'm like, why to wish birthday? Is it important?
Yeah.
Like,
Hmm.
and then I saw like for everybody, birthdays are important. Every small festival is important. Like even like I was even if I completed 1 year or 10 years of business, I don't remember it's 10 years. It's okay, 10 years finished. So what is special today? It's
Hmm.
okay.
Hmm.
Even my own birthday was not special to me.
Right.
I'm like, okay, celebration is done. Let's get back to work.
Get back to work.
So that
So it
was the
was.
situation.
So it was Amit equals to business and equals to life. There was nothing beyond that. And somewhere,
Yes.
friends, Amit felt that he was not living a complete life. Feelings and emotions were not driving him. He was really missing all of that. He was missing his family, friends, didn't know anything beyond business because his world was business completely. And that is where he felt the need of living a holistic life, going beyond the business zone. And like he was sharing, so he was an extrovert at work, but when it came to family gathering, he would turn out to be an introvert person. So when you met Dheeraj, and he's talking about Dheeraj. So friends, for people who don't know, Dheeraj is a part of ND Life Coaching. He's my husband. He's a life coach, and Amit met him, and then the journey began. So what changed, Amit, after meeting Dheeraj? How was the process? What really changed in your life?
So initially, when I met Dheeraj, of course, he understood my life story, and he was like he heard my entire story, and he was able to connect. But I was still not feeling anything. Right? He was. It took him time for me to open my heart and talk in front of everybody or
Right.
anybody was always difficult. For
Yeah.
me to even express my feelings was difficult. I'm like,
Right.
how to express? How to? I was not. I didn't had any pain in my life. I didn't had any pleasure in my life. So I was
Hmm.
not feeling pain and pleasure, right?
Hmm.
So I was neutral for everything,
Hmm.
right? So what he taught me is like first initial lessons were of course more than business. I was learning from, but I think he also started teaching me business because I think he understood if I do business chat, this guy will listen to me probably.
Hmm.
Right. So it was a more combination of business and personal chat. So whenever he has to explain me in business, I was like, wow, tell me, I want to know more. And then personal chat, I'm like, okay. And he like write down. I used to scribble something because it was not exciting me.
Right.
Business chats were exciting me more. Personal chats were not exciting me. But one sentence, what he told me was right when it came to family. He's like, see, do you love your parents? I'm like, yes. So he's like, so do you spend time with them? I'm like, no, actually, but and he's like, see, your parents are becoming old and they will not stay forever
True.
because they're old. They will stay, even they stay for 100 years. One day they will go away,
Right.
right? So, and you don't know how much time you have with them.
Yeah.
That sentence actually stuck with me, and I started spending little time with my parents initially, and then more time, and then I started connecting with them. They always connected with me. I started connecting with them,
True.
right? And I started spending my weekly office on Monday. So I decided to dedicate the entire day to my parents.
Wow.
I was not able to do it, but I was able to do half day at least, or sometimes three-fourth of the day with them. Started doing small things like my with my dad going for vegetable shopping, ration shopping, bargaining, how to buy, and then when we are shopping, we had lots of personal chat. We ate together.
Hmm.
We drink together. Not drink means sugarcane juice drink together. My dad never did.
Yeah.
Because drink, right? So tea together, and and then he used to give lectures. I used to get bored, but I think we started sharing an amazing relationship
Wow.
where it was fun, right? And then, of course, my dad passed away 4 months back, which was very sad. But thank God that at right time, Dheeraj told me that your parents will not be there forever. And when my dad passed away, he was, I think, content that I had spent 3 years properly with him. We had an amazing relationship. The relationship became so good with my dad that every day I used to hug him. He used to hug me before I leave to office. We used to
Wow.
say, I love you. He used to kiss me on my cheeks. Right.
Wow.
It became so good because I don't remember when I told my dad, I love you. Because
Right.
for men's, I think it's very difficult to say that, dad, I
Absolutely
love
right.
you.
Absolutely right. Men out there in the audience and who will listen to us later, this is something huge because I can uh, tell this to you as a life coach that men expressing or men feeling is a real difficult task. And women out there, I'm sure you can relate because all of us go through this. Oh God, why is my husband not trying to understand me? Because it is so difficult for them to really feel any emotions. It's very rare that you find men really expressing their emotions or really feeling them inside. So this journey changed Amit as a person. So what were the new feelings that you started or emotions that you experienced during this whole journey with your dad and of course your mom?
So my dad used to like, of course, he's old, so he used to sleep at 9 o'clock, wake up at 4 o'clock. So because he knew that I will come to home at 12 o'clock
Yeah.
night, 11:30, 12, and sometime 1 o'clock in the morning. So he changes sleeping hours, where he
Wow.
started sleeping at 8 o'clock and getting up at 12, so he can spend 12 to 1 or 12 to 2
Awesome.
in the night with me. And then he will tell me, "Chalo, pair dabao mere." Then he used to have chat with me. If I'm tired, he will massage me in the night only. Like,
Wow.
and I used to feel bad, but I'm like, "Why you're massaging me?" Like, no, I feel good doing that.
Wow.
So having a chat with me. So he wanted to always spend more time with me. Right. And and then this feeling changed because then I started connecting with him. I started understanding. And when I was like, Dad, why you have to do this? He's like, when you become a dad, you will understand.
True.
Right.
So
Of
as a
course, I'm not a dad right now. I will understand.
yeah, but as a son, you
Yeah.
connected to him, and how did that make you feel, Amit? What was the new feelings that you
I
experienced?
started I started feeling for him. I started feeling his pain because almost 2 years back he got a stroke where 1 month he was in the hospital. I was with him throughout. For 1 month I was in hospital for matlab 24 hours. For 1 month I stayed in hospital with him,
That's
and
awesome.
it was not forceful. I did it by my own will. And one thing, of course, when this happened, right?
Yeah,
So I will go to my cabin. The lights are here. I will take it to my cabin. Okay.
yeah,
Yeah. So Dheeraj told me when this happened, I mean, like, Amit, this is the best time where
yeah,
you can actually forget your business, forget everything,
hmm,
just be with your dad.
yeah,
And there were lots of relatives who said, Amit, you can stay for one day, we'll stay for one day. I'm like, no, I will stay till me and my dad have come back. So 1 month when he was there, I was there for a month. And I felt so good that God has given me this opportunity to serve my dad. So
wow,
many years when I was not able to give time to him. And he was very proud. Every person in my society, every relatives, you were like, that 1 month I think is given back. I don't feel so. I can give back anytime to my dad
hmm,
what he gave me, but I felt I was able to do something at least for him.
right. Now, when you look back at these three
Right.
years,
So
how does it make you feel?
it makes me feel that I was able to contribute something. I'm also a human being. I can express myself because I was able to talk frankly to my dad. My dad is a very frank person. He used to talk to me frankly. I can talk to him. We had lots of good time. We laughed together. I celebrated his birthday. On my birthday, when I got gift from me and my mom, he was feeling good. So when he went away as well, he was very peaceful. I think he understood that his son is matured, and now me and my mom stay together.
Wow.
Right. I have a step mom, and I came to know she's a step mom after 10 years. Like when I was in 10th standard, in fact, my mom
Hmm.
passed away and I didn't knew my mom.
Hmm.
So I never knew that she's a step mom, and I don't see any difference in that. Like,
Wow.
but I was not able to connect to my parents because I was always a notorious child. I was
Rebellious.
always, rebellious. I was always a notorious child. My parents were very simple, right? If food is not good, I will throw food, I'll
Hmm.
go and eat outside. If they don't give me money, I don't know. Even as a kid, I had potential to go out and make money. I did small businesses from my school days to live a lifestyle because
Hmm.
always believed in lifestyle.
Right.
So I was a rebellistic person.
Yeah.
But then I'm able to connect with them. My mother is very happy with me right now. Like she talks to me, right?
Yeah.
And I'm still learning how to connect with people, but I can connect to lots of people. Now I don't have this problem where if I go to any circle outside, I can talk. I can be comfortable.
Wow.
Before also I had to force myself to be comfortable.
Yeah.
Now I don't have to force myself. I can be comfortable at different places. I
Very
can
nice.
talk my heart out. I can
Wow.
express myself.
Wow.
I can laugh, I can cry. So like, and
That's
that's
so
what I
true.
learned. If you're crying, it's expression of feelings. It's not
Absolutely right.
that you're feeling bad. If
Yes.
you're laughing, it's expression of feelings.
Right. Right. So, here I would like to take this opportunity to tell that, somehow the society has labeled men as, if men cry, it is not acceptable. But I don't think that's right. I feel men also have the right to really cry out their feelings, out of joy, out of sadness, both. They have the right to express themselves. That is how we say that they are humans, right? We are all feeling the same way. Those emotions have come in. So Amit started knowing what is true love. He experienced that with his father. He knew what is happiness. They could connect together. Today, when he looks back, he feels happy that he could spend those moments with him. That was really a beautiful journey. Amit, so what is the difference between that young, dynamic Amit and today's Amit?
First, I'm still young and dynamic.
Which will remain till
Right.
the last day of life.
Yeah, probably that's my personality, and I still have fun.
Yeah.
But I feel I see things beyond business as well, right? And
Hmm.
I have more dreams. Like I want to do lots of things. Like I want to travel the world. I want to see the world. I want to meet people. I
Yeah.
want to, you know, I want to do different things which everybody does, right?
Right.
And I feel that it will be a different experience. I
Right.
want to probably I didn't know why to have a family till now. So now I want to have a family and see how it feels be having a family probably.
Right.
I want to go to all the functions and probably talk to my cousins and find out how it feels talking to cousins and talking about your childhood days.
So
I
nice.
think it's a different feeling
Wow.
probably.
Wow.
So I want to feel lots of things, right? I've done business. I'll still continue doing that. I still have pleasure at workplace, right? But I also have pleasure at home because 6 months I'm at home. No, 7 months I'm at home. I just come once a week to office, and 6 days I'm working from home. And I don't have a problem working from home now.
Wow. Wow. So,
Right.
Amit, this was a huge transformation you from just being a pure businessman. Today, you are also a family man. And that doesn't mean that business has to suffer. The people really feel that if you give some time out of your life, the business will suffer, but that's not the truth. So, Amit, how is your business doing now? In spite of spending time with your family, prioritizing them, taking care of them, is the business still doing well?
Business is doing amazingly well. To be God grace, I'm grateful. Even lockdown, my profits have not gone down.
Yeah.
It's same profit. It's increasing day by day, and I feel more fulfilled and right because
Wow.
now I whatever is the priority, you will have time for that. So if
True.
family is priority, you'll find somebody who can do your work.
Right.
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 You learn how to replace people. You learn how to delegate,
Delegate. Yes.
replace, monitor people,
Yeah.
trust people more. Right.
Yeah.
And when you trust people more, they do better than you. And sometimes when I delegate, I'm seeing my people, like right now I'm on call, and my job is done by different people. And
Right.
I saw they are feeling more happy that they have been delegated work, they're taking more responsibilities,
Right.
right? And even work is growing. They are doing better now. They're feeling
Yes.
more independent,
Right.
right?
Right.
And I have time for everything now. If I want to take out time for anything, I can take out time.
Wow. So that has really added value to your business life also. So Amit,
Yes.
what would be your message to the people who are listening to us? What would you like to convey from your heart?
Right. From my heart, I would like to convey is first is explore lots of things in life. You need to explore. You need to, right, taste lots of things in life, and whatever is your priority, you will get time for that. So when people say I don't have time, right, and when you are at home, like when you're connecting to your parents initially, which I also had a problem initially. 15-20 minutes are difficult, but once they talk to you for 15-20 minutes, they empty themselves, and then there is a conversation.
Right.
Right. And it's not about parents, anybody whom you've not been speaking for a while. Initially, there will be a restriction, and eventually, you will be able to talk, you'll be able to understand, they will understand you.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
So, invest. And the biggest thing will be, guys, spend time with your family, people who are elder to you,
Yeah.
because COVID has also taught lots of things to us.
Right.
I think COVID has also made a world a better place to stay because people can empathize with each other. People have become more mature. People have become more social.
Right.
They understand, right? Money is not everything,
Yeah.
because a person who only have money is the poor person, because you only have money. You don't have anything else except that.
Absolutely right. So, friends,
Right.
can you, I mean, listen to this man? The language that he's using, the words that he's using are so different from what we were hearing. So, an absolute hardcore business guy, only talking about business and work. Today is talking about social life, empathy, love, connection. That's so beautiful. And the journey is really so awesome. In fact, Amit, I don't know if you could share on the screen your photograph with your dad, which I would want people to see that how things really changed for between the two of you. I would give you this space to share the screen. Please really show it to them. That's Amit as an
I'm
entrepreneur.
not very good with it. I'll try.
Yes, if you can.
I'll try to do it.
If not, then of course I will post it after this live recording. That it's really beautiful. Uh, I don't know if people, if you can see this, Amit, if you can see this, this is Amit and his dad, and it's such a loving picture. I just loved it. This is his DP today. That's the changed version of Amit. Enjoying, I mean, he
Yes.
could enjoy 3 years with his dad and he feels so fulfilled. So, dear friends, that's from Amit. Thank you very much for joining us live, Amit, and telling your story of transformation. Thank you very much. It was great
Thank
having
you,
you here.
Nathan. Thank you, Nathan. Thank you,
Yeah,
Dheeraj and Andy
yeah,
Life Coaching, for giving me opportunity to do this. I'm grateful.
yeah. See
Cheers.
you. Bye bye.
Bye.
So, dear friends, we all heard to this amazing story, and I would really love all of you to share this story with others. I'm sure all of us will have such people in life who are absolute workaholic, and they keep feeling that there'll be time. Sometime later, they'll have time to spend with their family, friends, parents, but that's not the truth. Truth is, we are never sure what is going to happen. And he is the person who's made that difference. This is Dheeraj from ND Life Coaching.
Hi, good evening, everyone.
So, how did you feel listening to Amit's story of transformation?
I think I felt that, so much of feeling of fulfillment, that this is what I felt that I'm born for, to able to create much more differences in people's life, in terms not in business but also to, because I strongly believe that the true power comes from your family, comes from your friends, and that is what I feel everybody should be always connected to their loved ones, to their parents, to their children, to their wives, to their husbands, and to their friends, because life is very short. And I'm so happy that I could play a very small role in Amit getting connected to his father. But today that he's no more, but there is no regret that Amit has, that he could spend amazing quality time. And I salute to Amit and hats off to his transformation that he's shown. It's not easy. When I met him for the first time, that entire masculine Amit, and then change in him, and then he was spending so much. 1 month he was in the hospital with his father, serving him, taking care of him. And I remember what a beautiful change. So thank you, Amit. You gave me an opportunity to really do this, because this can be ever, I can never, it is one of the best, I could say, coaching breakthrough that I would have given to anybody till now. Thank you very much.
So friends, this was very crucial. Why did we want to stream this live this time? Because this weekend is Diwali.
Yes.
It's an opportunity for us to really make up for the time that we have not spent.
Yes.
So many of us would have not said, like, the beautiful thing which he shared, that he could say his father, I love you, and receive hugs and kisses from a
Yes.
father. Two men also can do this, right? Because that everyone loves to receive the feeling of love and connect. There's no one on this earth who doesn't enjoy that feeling. So it's time here, this weekend, really reach out to people, to your friends whom you've not been able to speak, to your family, where maybe you kept telling that, not today, tomorrow, not tomorrow, day after tomorrow, and years have passed by.
I think it is very mystic that this session has happened just prior to Diwali, for all of us to remind that we should spend this Diwali with our family, with our loved ones, even if they're spending half a day, because the truth is we never know that there is next Diwali or no for people. So go back.
So friends, all of you who have been listening to us live, I would really want to know from you. I'll be able to see your comments later. I would really want to know from you, what is that one or two key takeaways that you've learned from this beautiful story of Amit Baid?
Today's episode, what is that you learned? If you can write down, I think this will be an amazing thing that you can do. If you can just write down what is the learning, and what is that you feel now after listening to the story, that you feel this Diwali, that one person that you've not been to, and you felt that I'm going to do next Diwali, you're going to meet that person. Please write down one or two, whatever. Believe me, this will be a huge thing for us.
And friends, till you're writing down, I would really want to convey this. I could connect to Amit's story truly, because I've also lost my dad. But because I had spent such beautiful moments with him, I have such cherished memories with him, I never feel that he doesn't exist. He's always living in my heart. I think that is the kind of life that we all should live.
Yes.
Where when we look back, we have beautiful, precious memories, not regrets. So anything in life that you feel that there is a lot of time and we do it later, there's no later, there's no tomorrow. No. The time is now.
Yeah.
So please list down, what is that something which you would feel sorry if you didn't achieve? Something which you could connect to your people, your loved ones.
Absolutely.
Do it now.
I think more than achievement, it is about when you feel you've not been able to do it for a long time. You've been procrastinating, avoiding, and pushing, calling your parents, calling your sisters, your siblings, your friends. Just do it. Just do it. This Diwali, we would request you, make that happen, make that change. So thank you very much, everybody, for coming here and joining us today. And once again, thank you, Amit, for coming and sharing your wonderful story. Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye. God bless. Thank you so much. See you. Bye.
I'll read all your comments and really enjoy them. So thank you, friends, for really waiting for us in spite of all these technical issues.
We finally made it happen.
Yeah.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.